Hi guys, we're back for a gaming all night part 2. And I know I'm getting way too close to the screen, but we went to Target, that's why I was gone. And look what we found. I know, right? Okay. Yeah, these are some pictures of my family, but and enemy. But yeah, we're gonna try every single one of these.
She only cares about money, but now starts lecturing others. It's not about money, but it's about helping people. And when this dude explains someone would have heard
Hold on.
on the way, she's just looking like, I can't believe you care about money, even though I also agreed to do something super illegal for money. This movie script is stupid. So Boat Captain Ford, I don't think Boat Captain or Black Widow thought this through, because once you rescue the family, then what? Are you going to take them all the way back on land and start the mission all over again? Or will you take them along with you to the island? Because if you're taking them along with you to the island, you're not rescuing shit. You're literally killing them. So they bring the family on board. You're a terrible dad. I just wanted my kids to get skin cancer. So what's your IQ? Well, what is your problem? The problem is you should have known better. And the boat captain should have known better too, because now this family learns about what they're doing, which is super illegal criminal activity. You know what's funny? Before the family got on the boat, Black Widow was acting all caring, going, we need to save them, we need to save them. And the moment the family's on the ship asking when they can go back home, she starts ignoring them and pretending they're not even there. I guess that means she a racist. Then suddenly the underwater dino pulls up and Nerd's like, dinos turn me on. So Black Widow tries getting a sample of that thing, but it splashes water in her eyes, so she misses the first shot. And after reloading, the dino acts like a Pokemon using Splash and tries biting a chunk of her ass. Smells like shit. Then the humanitarian abuses the dino by taking its blood without its consent and successfully retrieves the first sample for profit. And with 2 more samples to go, this nerd turns into a snake talking about betrayal, saying, what if we don't give it to the pharmaceutical company? What if we betray the man paying us because science is for all of us, not some of us? Shut your chump ass up. And you look at his face, he's like, girl, that was me. This is why I goofed dinosaurs instead of people. And while the dad smacks the boyfriend for being a lazy bum, Walmart Dora gets really sick, and if you look carefully, Black Widow sees her sick and goes, yeah, not my problem.
Sorry guys, I'm separating them.
She never did.
So look, this is eggnog, this is candy cane, this is cranberry sauce, and then gingerbread is gonna be over here.
Turns out this movie's only PG-13, and I hope they make an R-rated version one day where a lot more people die and the dinosaurs are super violent, because that'll be way more entertaining. Anyway, Dora's family starts acting like this is their fault as the dad tells his daughter to go signal for help using the radio, and Bro's like, he's just trying to get us in jail? So obviously Big Pharma prevents her from calling, because then everyone on the boat's going to jail, and he's polite about it too, saying, please, are you crazy? I'll do what I want. Then she pushes Mr. Pharma and gets instant karma and falls dangling at the edge of the boat.
Alright, so we have eggnog, hot chocolate, candy cane, cranberry sauce, and gingerbread. So my favorite ice cream flavor is actually eggnog.
Open the door, please. Don't you care about gingers? I'm good. Mercenary friend to talk about their backstory.
Dance around the soldiers.
Yo.
Setting them up to die.
Then the dad gets pissed and complains because it's the boyfriend's turn to take the wheel, and the boyfriend's like, nah, this is the first shot. And after reloading, the dino acts like a Pokemon using Splash and biting a chunk of her ass. Yo, she does not care about the R-rated version one. Karma and falls down
Hot chocolate.
the boat because she pushed him, then goes, please, please. And I started dying. Yo, who does this? This is so extra. The film's trying really hard to
It's so.
bad guys so bad.
Daddy.
Then this brokey jumps to save his only source of financial aid while the dad's like, yes, we gonna be Koreans today. And Dora's looking like, Mom,
So bad.
This is what happens when you hang out with Dad.
Then Black Widow literally says,
Hey, we need to stick together.
girl, why you
Candy
always
cane.
caring when they're about to leave? Because when they were on the ship feeling sick, you couldn't care less. And when they asked to go home, you straight up ignored them. And guess what? This boat ends up crashing on the island anyway. So in hindsight, you didn't save the family. You just put them in an even more dangerous situation. He tried to kill you.
My favorite so far are eggnog and candy cane.
You pushed him to the ground and you
Alright, let's try the gingerbread.
And yeah, sure, he didn't try his best to help you, but you can't say he tried to kill you when you fell on your own. Plus, anyone who actually rewatched the scene would know even if he tried to help, by the time this dude stands up, you would fall and he wouldn't have enough time to save you anyway. So girl, why are you lying? He did not try to kill you. And the family reunites while the crew land on the island. Not making this up, the movie's over.
But why is this actually good?
40 minutes of screen time on the damn boat.
The
Cranberry.
Dinosaur targets an NPC.
Hachima, no.
And what's funny about the scene is Bro keeps screaming her name like it's gonna help do something. Won't screaming Valley just attract more dinosaurs to target you?
That's like kind of good.
Like, literally, what's screaming gonna do? How's that gonna help? Screaming pretty much means, I wanna let you know I care, but I ain't gonna do shit to help. Then we finally get to see them explore the islands. Girl, he did not try to kill you. He just couldn't help it. Did you say he has weed? What the hell? Hey Dora, do you smoke? She's like, that's my man. I failed as a father. Then we learn that the nerd is actually really weird, as he says his dream is to be buried quickly so he can be fossilized. Yeah, he definitely got bullied at school. And later the dad talks with the lazy bum. Thanks for saving my daughter. Well, if she dies, who's gonna pay my rent? I use your credit card, by the way. Is it that difficult to get a job? Man, I ain't gonna hear the shit. Then little Dora wakes up and sees a baby dino, so she feeds it some licorice and ends up obtaining her own dino slave. As the bum takes a leak and nearly gets eaten in the process. It turns out he's just like the nerd too, getting turned on by dinosaurs going PC. So the nerd gets the sample, but the
Oh
wanted to
my
make the
god,
plot more
man.
spicy, so he starts dangling off the cliff as Black Widow gets
Sorry if I'm taking so long just to play the game.
and the plot arm of this family. I failed as a father. Then we learn that the nerd is actually really weird, as he says his dream is to be buried quickly so he can be fossilized. Yeah, he definitely got bullied at school. And later the dad talks with the lazy bum. Thanks for saving my dog. Then the T-Rex is like, that's cute, let me just start trolling. And the plot arm of this family gets it. Didn't help save the family, you just put them at. So him screaming pretty much as a father.
Hold up,
Then we
sorry
learn that
guys.
the nerd is actually really weird, as he says his dream is to be buried quickly so he can be fossilized.
Yeah, I can't
he
leave
definitely
it.
got bullied at school.
Alright, we could stop playing.
Thanks for saving my dog. If she dies, who's gonna pay my rent? I use your credit card, by the way. Is it that difficult to get a job? Man, I ain't gonna hear the shit. Then little Dora wakes up and sees a baby dino, so she feeds it some licorice and ends up obtaining her own dino slave. As the bum takes a leak and nearly gets eaten in the process. It turns out he's just like the nerd too, getting turned on by dinosaurs going, man, the director is yay for making him make these faces. Bro looking like he nutted. Then later the crew finds the dinosaur for the second sample, which are these long-necked, plant-loving vegansaurs. Then the nerd goes and touches them. I touched myself to dinosaurs, but now I get to touch them. And bro gets so happy, he deadass starts crying and starts getting turned on again. Yo, this man be pushing 40 and gets so excited he's touching dinosaurs. What the hell? But they get the second sample and go, I'm gonna go, while the lazy bum's like, dinosaurs, they're kind of hot. Why don't we just stay here? Oh, my brokey. Then the whole family fall more than 100 meters.
Alright. Actually, let's react to it. You know, the full on try not to laugh. Sorry about that.
100 meters, and not a single one of them get any injuries at all. That totally makes sense. Then the daughter puts water in herself to find an inflatable raft, but ends up finding a Tyrannosaurus Rex instead. Oh my goodness, she knows she's cooked. And the dad's like, well, at least I have this daughter. So she hurries and ends up finding the raft and drags it being super loud and ends up waking up the T-Rex. She puts the raft on the water and brings her family on it. And what's funny to me, they thought they could faster than a T-Rex with 3 people paddling. Then the T-Rex is like, that's cute, let me just start trolling. And the plot arm of this family gets is absolutely insane. We just saw this T-Rex swimming like it's no problem, but all of a sudden when it's on a raft and in water, they don't want to swim. So the dad, daughter, and boyfriend is apparently safe because they're next to it. So they're behind that rock right there, over there. And the T-Rex can easily go stand at the edge of the rocks and eat them, but the film is saying, no, that rock is a special rock and it makes them safe. This movie make no sense. Meanwhile, little Dora's on the raft and T-Rex starts playing with it, but let's be real, they're not going to kill kids in a PG-13 film, but the dad starts getting performative going, no, you're my favorite. But obviously she's not dead. Then the same T-Rex that refused to step in the water to eat the dad starts swimming again, meaning T-Rex could have easily ate the dad and others if it wanted to, and clearly didn't because of plot armor. So plot armor tells T-Rex to leave him alone as the raft magically shows up in front of him. Now it just makes the whole movie look super unserious. Look, if a T-Rex life, crying your eyes out and in just in complete shock. But no, they're just
There you go.
laughing it off like it's just some everyday activity like Then later, the nerd, Black Widow, and an NPC head down a cliff and finds dino eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
containing
my
those
dad
eggs.
wanna
So what if
be.
we don't give these to Big Pharma? We open source it, which means the nerd wants to share this resource to the whole world in hopes someone can make the medicine at a cheaper price than Big Pharma. Pretty much asking her to betray Mr. Pharma and do it for free with no pay for a good cause. He's like, I know you risked your life for this mission, but wouldn't it be better if you got no money from doing this? And before Black Widow could answer, Mommy Dino shows up to protect her eggs as the NPC from outside tries being useful and distracts the Mommy Dino, getting it to chase him instead. Oh, good job, NPC! So the nerd gets the sample, but the film wanted to make the plot more spicy, so he starts dangling off the cliff as Black Widow gets the ick and saves him. Meanwhile, Boat Captain and Mr. Big Pharma pull up the NPC, only to find out Bro got wrecked. Oh, shit! So this film's pretty much saying if you're an NPC, you're gonna get eaten for entertainment as the two escapes while the nerd's rope snap, making him go, and he falls and somehow doesn't break his spine. As dude gets no injuries whatsoever, and the third sample lands perfectly right next to him. Wow, that makes total sense. Thanks, movie. So the mission is now complete as the crew wait for the helicopter to pick them up while coincidentally reuniting with the family. Where is he? Who? The Pedro Pascal wannabe. Then Big Pharma pulls up with a gun, and I'm not gonna lie, this whole exchange was annoying. So she keeps lying, saying he tried to murder her, and instead of telling the truth, this guy lies as well and says, I tried to catch you. Why are both of you lying? Just say the truth. Look, you pushed me, and you fell from pushing me, and I didn't help you because it's hard to help somebody when that somebody pushes you. So yeah, I didn't help you because you pushed me, but just because I didn't help you doesn't mean I tried to kill you. You Pedro Pascal puta! And Big Pharma's still nice enough to let the family get on his helicopter, because if we're being honest, he doesn't owe them shit. Stop yapping, stop yapping. They're soldering. The lights turn off, the dinos pull up, and
Wait, I don't wanna get canceled.
the nerd and Captain didn't laugh, and Black Widow and Big Pharma are undercover. So we get some suspenseful moments, but because we know a PG-13 movie isn't gonna kill off any children, it was pretty predictable that the family was gonna escape. And yo, this scene was low-key gross that they had to go under the sewer-looking thing to survive, which made me think since they haven't showered or washed their hands, they must stank so bad by now. Ew. Anyway, the nerd then sees some dinos abused in a lab, and he's heartbroken, acting like he had the K-trauma. Oh my god, people touched these dinos, and I wasn't a part of it? No. Then the helicopter shows up, Mr. Big Pharma takes the keys and drives off, leaving Black Widow behind. He goes, toodaloo, that dick. Then the nerd thinks he's in a Harry Potter film and goes, yep, we found a nerd, it's that one. And as the helicopter's on its way, we see a glimpse of what I thought was a T-Rex, but as the thing eats the helicopter and we get a closer look, I was like, damn, that is one ugly ass, chopped ass, should have been aborted ass dinosaur. I mean, look at that thing. Oh, it is chopped. So while this dude's around just dreaming about touching it, this chopped ass dino just casually eats the helicopter as the film again.
Alright, I don't wanna get canceled.
Family reunites with Captain and the nerd as Black Widow joins them too. Hey, girl. So she kills a dinosaur, and what's funny is that the nerd sees this, and the same nerd that was pushed him then goes, wheeze, wheeze. And I started dying laughing when he made this. Then the T-Rex is like, that's cute. Let me just start trolling. And the plot armor this family gets is absolutely insane. Alright, so that's like if I ask a girl to go on a he just did an LP. He just did an LP. Then the T-Rex is like, that's cute, let me yell. And can't stand it when it's the ugliest in the room. But Choptosaurus and the boat captain uses the flare distracted and
how do I
sacrifices
press?
his life, giving the others enough time to escape. Oh, you stupid! Why you do that?
Yo! Yo! What is that?
Shop everyday low prices on stocking stuffers at Hobby Lobby with gifts for kids, for the ladies, and for guys. There's something for everyone on your list. Shop everyday low.
Have you ever wondered why Subway Surfers became one of the most downloaded mobile games in history? Millions of people play it every single day, endlessly running, dodging trains, and collecting coins. But almost no one knows the real story behind it. Before we dive deep into the truth, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because the guard might just come out of your screen if you don't. It all began back in 2012, when two friends from Denmark, Cybo Games and Kilu, decided to create a game inspired by the vibrant energy of street culture, graffiti, skateboarding, and youth rebellion. They wanted to capture the feeling of freedom and thrill that comes with breaking the rules, but without real danger. That's how Subway Surfers was born, an endless chase between a graffiti artist and a strict security guard. The idea actually came from a short animation film they made before the game, about a boy being chased after tagging a train. That small idea soon became one of the most iconic mobile games ever
That's
created.
crazy.
After launching in May 2012, the game exploded. Within just a few years, Subway Surfers crossed over 1 billion downloads on Google Play, the first game in history to ever do so. But what made it unstoppable wasn't just the gameplay, it was the world tour updates. Every few weeks, the game would shift to a new city: New York, Tokyo, Paris, Cairo, and beyond. It made players feel like they were traveling the world, even if they were sitting at home. Each update brought new characters,
I got my Sprite
bold outfits,
from
turning a simple endless
McDonald's.
runner into a global adventure. The design was genius. 3 lanes, simple swipes, fast reaction. Early runs felt easy, giving players quick wins, but the speed slowly increased, making every next run feel like just one more try. That's how it hooked people for hours. Developers used vibrant visuals, upbeat music, and subtle sound design to keep players locked in. It was the perfect balance between skill and rhythm, creating what some researchers now call the perfect mobile loop: fun, addictive, and impossible to quit. But that's not where the story ends. Over the years, fans began creating theories about the true meaning behind Subway Surfers. One viral story claimed the game was made in memory of a boy who died painting graffiti on a train. People said the chase represented his final moments before the accident, but the developers have denied this, saying it's just a myth. Still, players couldn't shake off the strange coincidences. Why does the game feel so emotional for something so simple? Why does the guard always look sad when he catches you? Some even claim if you play late at night, around 3 a.m., you'll see trains moving backward or hear whispers near the tunnels. No one has ever proven it, but the mystery keeps growing. Beyond the myths, Subway Surfers has become a cultural icon. Even today, after more than a decade, it's still constantly updated with new cities, challenges, and characters. The game's art style has evolved, yet its spirit never changed. Fun,
When this is
rebellious,
done, we'll
and
play
endlessly
some
fast. Many of us grew up
Block
with it.
Blast
For
because I
some,
really like
it's a
that.
reminder of simpler times. For others, it's a symbol of how far mobile gaming has come. So the next time you open the game and start running, remember, you're not just escaping a guard. You're part of a story that's been running for over a decade. Powered.
Alright, see you guys on part 3, and goodbye.